Hello! Welcome to the 11th installment of the second aPODcalypse.
Do we need to wait for the ad? People to watch the ad?
No.
Cursed ad.
Because, we could just sit here in silence. You know?
Do you think we could sit still enough to make people think that the screen froze?
Maybe. Probably. But I don't really want to.
I don't either, I'm just wondering.
I think we could, though.
Yeah, well, don't let me stop you, man. Welcome to the second aPODcalypse. Who are you today?
I thought about this long and hard.
Pendulously?
Yeah, pendulously, and I think that I'm an ancient Techne sex toy.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am kind of in the same zone as you are. I am a piece of nanotechne.
Hell yeah. Sweet.
This dude...
Is it a sex techne? Or just a nano sexte?
Yeah. Everything is sort of either sex or violence with them, right?
Yeah.
Mixed into one.
With the consult?
Yeah.
Dude, there's some good consult stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stoked. Like, I could just talk about the last part of the chapter.
I figured...
What's up, y'all?
What's up, chat? I figured that we might just be talking about wing jobs the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is the OG wing job territory.
Yeah.
The wing fucking tease, really, because doesn't even really wing them to completion.
Oh, he doesn't get the nut?
I don't think so.
Damn.
What's up, Green Thing? Howdy.
Just like a French tickler.
Yeah.
A little feathery.
What up, Meg? Yeah, dude, the Veggie Tales, serious. And then the solitary god said, let there be is deceit, let there be desire. Let there be deceit, let there be desire.
Sick.
I'm so sick of the gods.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm just sick of the ghost of the Christian God haunting my every waking moment.
Oh, word.
As I try to run and escape the judgment.
Yeah, I thought you meant like
in the books.
Yatwer and stuff.
Nah, the gods are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're chill, but
I like Yatwer especially.
Yeah, she's cool. The Dread Mother.
The Dread Dirt Mother.
Yeah, I've been feeling pretty hateful about godly people this week.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things that makes sense when you're in a certain state of mind and probably doesn't later. Like when you're stoned and you come up with an epiphany and then it doesn't, and it's like...
You tell your sober friend and they're like, you're a fucking idiot, you need help.
Yeah. But
Sometimes.
I just like figured out how to beat anyone in an argument yesterday.
Oh.
I think. But it was late at night. It was just to be like, nothing matters.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you know that?
True.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you know that we need to stop aborting fetuses?
Well, I think it's experiential. Like, if life is to be experienced, then each individual has the ability to choose what they want to experience.
Yeah, but I just tell people their experience doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In this situation.
Yeah, but then they can just say, yeah, it does.
Well, then I'll say, nuh-uh.
And then you just are like, all right, we're not really making any headway.
It's kind of, well, exactly, yeah. I think it's kind of just like, there's a little bit of it in like Compass and stuff in this chapter, just like acting superior to the point that you're perceived as superior.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone has read the Beyond Redemption, which is the book that I just started.
Oh, yeah.
But that's like the whole universe, the whole world is kind of steeped in delusion being the source of magic and power in the universe. And that a lot of the characters are in on this, like, if you get enough people to believe, then it actually becomes real in the world. I don't know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Did Slowly Read review that book?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I got the idea to read it. Video game says, let's talk about what we hate. He hates pandas. Huh.
Red ones or
Yeah. Tell me more about
what are the other ones called? Giant panda.
Giant panda. Yeah. Bamboo boy.
Or panda.
Yeah. Exactly.
Designer, dude.
Designer.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Fuck. Beyond Redemption. What story is that? I don't know. I forget. Ring Thing said he read it and it was good. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Oh yeah. What do you hate?
I
talk about what I hate all the time.
I was pretty grumpy today until I drank some coffee, and then I was less grumpy.
Yeah.
I hate being scrutinized. I thought the cashier at the self-checkout at the grocery store could tell that I was stealing food. She was staring at me, and then I started staring back at her, and she looked over at my thing, and I think she just thought I, like, needed her to look at my ID or something.
Yeah.
She was just looking at me.
You mad dogged her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we both had masks on, which is funny because, like, nobody wears masks anymore.
Yeah.
But I thought that she was scrutinizing my everything.
Yeah. Dude, whenever we snuck into that movie, I felt like we snuck in. We just like walked into a late night movie because there's just nobody in there fucking doing anything. So
yeah, literally nobody taking tickets.
Yeah. So, and I walked by this person and did like the most cheesy, like the most guilty, like oh shit, is she gonna notice? And she was just some like 15-year-old, like does not give a fuck. It was funny, man. Salt King says he started but didn't grab me, got distracted by other books. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, I'm sure it's hit or miss, or there's a lot of that. That's how I was with The Black Company, the first book. What did Jeff say?
Sorry. He said, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Giant pandas are a useless creature even God is trying to kill off. We waste too much money on bears that won't fuck. Because that's true.
That's true.
You know, they have to show them panda porn in zoos.
Really?
Yeah, to try to make them fuck.
Damn.
See, I think that is... I mean, I don't know. But I think that is a feature of domestication where basically they're imprisoned and they just give up on the will to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the sex lives of pandas outside of zoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
I'm scared.
Can we talk about the end of the chapter first?
Sure.
While I still have some juice, by like an hour and 55 minutes, if we get to the end of the chapter, I'm like, want to die.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked on the end of the chapter.
Yeah, well, I think we should try to keep it under 90 minutes today anyway.
I agree.
Because we're pushing our luck.
We'll die any moment.
Yeah. Let's skip to wing jobs.
It's wing job time.
You can tell how mature we are.
Yeah. So this is right after okay, so just like to preface it, it's right after Esme and Sarcellus are kind of getting into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Esmerald's kind of feeling lovey-dovey towards Sarcellus, but also Kami, and it's just kind of back and forth. And then Sarcellus is being sweet and talking to her, and you think like, and at this point, if you hadn't read the books, you'd be like, okay, Sarcellus is just Sarcellus. And then he's like, I can't wait till like, he says some like gnarly shit, and all of a sudden it's very clear that he is not who he appears to be.
Yeah. So it skips kind of from her point of view, Esmeralda's point of view, to Sarcellus's, and it calls him out as a skin spy officially for the first time.
Yeah.
He glimpsed himself fucking the mouth of her severed head.
Yeah.
The thing called Sarcellus smiled.
Just right off the rip. Like, because I
think that's an Ed Kemper move.
I don't know who that is.
Serial killer.
Oh.
With the glasses. Did you watch Mindhunter?
No.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
I just thought he's got a good part in that.
Okay.
He's this like he's basically like a panda of a human, except for that he cut his mom's head off and fucked her head.
Oh god, dude. Horrible. I hope that's not against Twitch's terms of service. Probably not. It doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Nothing matters. Video game, I'm glad that this is the highlight of your week. That's very cool. I love that.
I hope we can serve you well.
Yeah. I hope your week was good. Anyway, okay, so yeah, he just pops off with the wanting to do that. And then he goes on to say, "But I press you. I apologize, Esme. I just want to see you not to suffer." And the Skin Spies are so, they love it. They love what they do. They're like people that love their jobs. And they like go the extra mile. They're like the salesperson that gets a promotion because they like they stayed late because they just love it.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have to say that. You know what I mean?
Find what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Dude,
That's what the Ancora always told me.
We get some really good insight into, like, truly, the console are a race of lovers. They are so passionate. Yeah. Like, he says, such poetry he would cut into her. Like, they're just so romantic. I love it.
It gives me Hellraiser vibes.
I've actually never seen that.
Neither have I.
Hell yeah. We're frauds.
I know. It's just one of those things, a weird thing that I do where I'll like watch summaries of movies on YouTube but not actually watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because I just want to know about it, but I don't want to...
Yeah.
There's other ways I'd choose to waste my time, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like pain and pleasure sort of mixing, which I think is one of the whole themes of... the driving force of the Inkoroi is just that they're only about sensory experience. Yeah. Well, besides escaping damnation. Right. Even though if they like pain so much, they just like inflicting pain. They don't like feeling pain, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because damnation might be like super orgasmic if they were like just into getting their souls ripped apart constantly.
Yeah, I imagine they don't like to get, like, you know, you cut open a shrank or you attack a shrink and it runs away, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
They want to live, I guess.
They're sadists, not masochists.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. That's pretty astute.
I was
like a newt. Kelp says, that comes right after Espenette muses about how she felt safe. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, yeah.
Like 2 seconds later, I highlighted that and I just wrote LOL next to it. Because it's immediately like, he's like, he freed his fingers, gently clutching her knee, thought about her cunny, fucking disgusting, greasy, like, just how horrible. But yeah, the Skin Spies, it's like they're given the task, and then they just vibe. They love it. I don't know. I guess villains in other series are just, you know, the kind of tropey villains. You don't really get to feel their motivation. But because the Inkoroi are so primordially pushed on by, like, seeking pleasure, like, we can relate to that to some extent. Yeah. Obviously not to, like, violent sexual acts and stuff, but it's not just like, oh, I really love the fucking Lord. Like, I love my Inkoroi fucking captain, so I'm gonna do this. It's like, even if I wasn't told to do this, I would probably do this because I'm an artist.
Nice to meet you, I'm an artist.
Yeah. And then Video Game just said, I've never watched The Godfather, but I have a 99.9% chance of knowing the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, some guy's a godfather. It's the whole story.
First they push me out, and then they take me back in. I fucked that up, but have you seen The Sopranos? Nah.
I haven't watched all of it, but I know how it ends.
I love the ending.
Eating fries?
Yeah, so chill. Hermbro says, skull-banging fantasy. Does it ever say he's disgusted with humping Esmina not violently? I don't know.
That's kind of a funny thought. That's a great thought.
Yeah.
Vanilla. He's just not into vanilla sex.
Yeah, he's like fucking makes him. The whole time he can't even focus on coming because he's just trying not to cut her head off.
He needs like festering, rotting, fecal ice cream sex.
Yeah, crazy. Ikiri Zariah sleeps with the fishes, Salt King says. Nice. Fucking cement shoes.
Yeah, there's a decapitated head in Godfather too.
A horse head.
Horse head.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that scene. Mm-hmm. I watched those movies when I was super young. I watched so many violent movies when I was young.
Nice.
I don't know.
I didn't... The first PG-13 movie I ever saw, I think I was 8, and it fucked me up. My dad thought it would be fine. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch PG-13 until I was 13, except for this one movie.
Yeah.
And it was Star Trek First Contact, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the Borgs. You know, the robot people?
No.
Or, there are these people called Borgs, and they're like cyborgs.
Yeah.
And they assimilate other people. They put a needle into your fucking temple and like drill into your brain and make you a robot.
Damn.
And my dad would, after that, he would pretend that he had been turned into a robot to scare me. And
that's sad.
I mean, I think he thought he was joking, but I just remember pure terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pure terror. Dr. Pure Terror. Let's see. So...
Yeah, he's like, oh, I apologize. I just don't want to see you suffer, as he's fucking fantasizing about skull fucking there.
Yeah, and so, and we get some kind of interesting consult stuff. He says, to simply be where the architect had been, to thrust where he had thrusted, it at once humbled and engorged, to plunge into a furnace stoked by the old father. So that's stuff that I didn't really notice the first time around. Just referring to how the Enkelroy had like slept with Esmonette or whatever, you know. I think like he's thinking about fucking Esmonette would be being Eskimo bros with an Enkelroy, right?
I think the term is Inuit bros now.
Oh, true. Yeah,
no,
sorry.
I'm just
I mean, as soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, gross. It's a cringy, like, frat boy thing to say.
What up? Bang bros?
Yeah.
Dick cousins or something?
Dick cousins. I like that.
I don't know if there's, like, a great way to say it, but I was just teasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought they were talking about just their progenitors in general. Because it talks about the architect and father and shit. But no, I think you're right where he's talking about literally probably orang that banged her in Sumna.
Right. That's my take on it.
No, I think you're right.
And Jeff, furnace, so at the end of that paragraph it says, to plunge into a furnace stoked by the old father. So it's like, just color, like just pretty language around
for vagina,
getting fucked by a demon, Satan, alien,
downstairs fire, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, so and then he invites her to have sex. I think he pressed himself to his feet. Come, he said, turned to the pavilion, and she says, "No, Sarcellus, I must think." And he shrugs and walks away. Which, you know,
he's a
consent.
Male ally.
Yeah, dude.
Consent king.
Totally into consent. Anyway, I think that's funny.
Yeah,
but he lucks out because he gets a wing job shortly afterwards.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd just be festering in rage, in sexual rage, if you didn't get... I wonder if they jerk off.
Well, he kind of jerks off in this.
True. I guess I just meant on their own. Like, if he... Yeah, like if no one was helping him out...
When they get home from work.
Yeah.
He's got to sleep somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
He hardened against his breeches. The limbs of his face shuddered delectation. Such poetry he would cut into her. They're lovers. The lanterns burned low, blah, blah, blah. He ran his wrist down his flat stomach. So, yeah, he's, you know... He's delighting himself.
Yeah. One could say. Let me go back just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right before we switch from Esmonette to the thing called Sarcellus' point of view, he's telling her, he's basically being like, you should date me, not your boyfriend.
Yeah.
But he says stuff about, I mean, he's trying to make Akami look bad, but I think it's discrediting the mandate in general. Mm-hmm. Or, well, also trying to get her to flip more on him as a spy to give him more information. But he's telling her about how like sorcerers can't love, and they're not allowed to love, and like as we know now after the fact, like they describe themselves as a race of lovers, and that he like kind of in a weird way thinks that he is like the actual one for her, or that it's like more appropriate. I don't know, or that's how I perceived it, because they think that they are love.
Yeah.
Besides the decapitation, I guess.
Right. The skull fuckery.
Yeah. Back to wing action.
Yeah, and Salt King points out he does. Yeah, Sarcellus starts playing with himself right before he gets wing jobbed,
polishing the tusk.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay, and so yeah, he's clasping his tusk, and then a small voice says, "Ah, yes, the promise of release." And then a breath. And he says, "I stand among your makers, and yet the genius of your manufacture still moves me into incredulity." Do you think that's what Elon Musk's is like whenever he looks at his Teslas?
Is he like... Yeah, well, does he talk to himself, like, in third person? It's like...
Who knows?
Thank you, other Elon.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Fuck him.
Yeah. Wait, I wanted to play something. This is the arrival of the Synthes.
Don't play it too long. Nice.
That's just Eagle Twin, band I like a lot from Salt Lake City.
Hell yeah.
But they talk about Crow a lot. And it just made me think when he showed up, who begat Crow?
Oh yeah. It's epic. And Meg, yes, it is 50 Shades of fucked up. Truly.
That's such a good quote from the books too.
It's good. But okay, so Sarcellus says, "Architect? Father, you would risk this? What if someone sees your mark?" So he has the mark, right?
Yeah, I think the must be the Synthes.
Yeah.
Have a little mark.
They can do sorcery.
Our bruise does not show among many. I'm not totally sure, but I feel pretty confident about this, and reading from what other people have written online, the Synthes are like avatars for the Inkoroi.
Yeah.
And I thought they were just like other dudes or little messengers, which they are, but it seems like this is Orang embodied in the little...
That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense. It took me a couple times, obviously.
Yeah.
Because he's talking to him directly as if he is like this dude he knows.
Right. The big one.
And it's funny that, like, I don't know, just saying the word architect, it makes me think of the Ark, not because of the sound of the word, but I don't know, technology and like design and what created them, you know. And I think that Orang sees the Ark as the architect. Yeah.
Orang would see the Ark as the architect.
Yeah.
Because the Ark made Orang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a conversation with McCartrig, though, the non-man at the very end of the books, but it's like, before them there was Ark, and Ark was
so cool.
God of phallus. The golden phallus, I don't know.
Phallus.
The canted horn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Jeff's asking, is it Orang grafted?
Or I think he's stating it is Orang grafted.
Or...
Like it is, yeah.
You think he, like, just pulls the head out of his vagina clam jaws and staples it to a bird every time he wants to go somewhere else?
Maybe.
I feel like I derailed you, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So, the good stuff is a wing unfolded and reached out, drawing a line across Sarcellus' chest. Sarcellus' head snapped to the side, his limbs popped rigid. From his crotch to his extremities, rapture galloped across his skin. Searing rapture. I hope that Twitch doesn't think that we're like reading erotica. Maybe you can actually. We could be naked in a hot tub right now.
Oh yeah, isn't it a hot tub rule?
What if we did? What if we we should stream in hot tub.
Who's got one? Can we do a regular tub, like a cool tub?
Just a tub?
Yeah. The back
Can we get it some paint buckets?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I think you can't have your shirt off and stream. I don't know.
Unless you're in water.
Maybe.
A body of water.
Unless you're in... Yeah.
The ocean.
Yeah, like... okay, so... And Sarcellus wants to kill Esmondad, and he asks, and Cynthia says no. Because Esmondad is turning out to be a pretty good informant. Same thing with a commune. They're kind of just sitting, and Sarcellus admits that a commune noticed the one of the other spies. Geortha or Gaortha, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole thing about how he knew he was being followed, or he could sense he was being followed.
Yeah.
And then he yells, "You!"
Yeah.
It's like the cops yelling "stop" to someone who's running away. Like, it's probably not going to get you.
Yeah.
But,
it's funny that he immediately regrets it.
Yeah.
He's such an oaf. Just everything he does, he's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dough moment.
Big dough moment.
But, yeah. And then he goes up and he grabs the man by the shoulders and flips him around, and it's someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sick.
They really get him.
Mm-hmm. And so that's, yeah, exactly what you said. They're discussing that. Discussing, not disgusting.
They're disgusting that. We get some cool character description of Esmonette. And so, and yet she acts open as though she hates everything, blah, blah, blah. Sarcellus and he are talking about Esmonette. And the Cynthia says, as I suspected, tiny scowl, lol. She's far more than the simple whore I took her to be. She's a student of the game. Which I just think is funny. It's like...
The game?
Being the game.
Like, the art of, wooing women? Where you have to wear a fedora and, like...
No, I don't know. I just picture it as, like, the dope game. Or, like, I don't know, selling drugs.
Charge it to the game?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's in the game now. She's in... You know, like
she's been selling crack since she was in 5th grade.
She's been hitting seagulls with stones since she was in the 5th grade.
True. No, I like that. I think it's a cool way that they phrased it.
She's a 12-talent whore after all.
I was wondering about, like, the value and money exchange and stuff. Like, I think somebody could probably figure out correlation to the American dollar, but...
Ooh, dang, yeah, we should sick chat on that.
Like...
How much is a talent worth in U.S. Tinder?
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, I was thinking, well, you could, like, see how much she tried to pay for or wanted for a price of an apple, and then figure that out in money, and then figure out how much it costs to hook up with Esmonette.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you could figure out how much it costs to buy an apple in here, and then look up how much it cost to buy an apple, like, 2,000 years ago or something.
Yeah, it couldn't cost more than, like, $10.
To buy an apple?
I'm just kidding.
We got a lot of chat happening. Go for it.
The one that I saw last was Jeff saying, I'm not comfortable with you guys discussing ancient rape aliens.
With no shirt.
With no shirts on.
That's fair. Thank you for saying that. That's good to know. We won't do it then.
Good job having boundaries.
If you hadn't said that, we definitely would have. And then Hermbros points out that he fucking experiences pure ecstasy so that all his muscles tense up as soon as the feathers touch his skin. I love it, dude. I remember just dying reading that shit. Yeah. Hilarious.
Trumpeting ecstasy. Jeff also mentioned skin spies are not supposed to talk to each other, apparently.
Interesting.
I mean...
Like out in the field? Or just in general? Who knows?
I don't know. That's, I mean, they do a much better job at spying than a commune does.
Yeah. True. Earlier I was standing outside. Like, whenever you got here,
Mm-hmm.
I was just standing outside, staring into the void, kind of just, I guess, like, meditating. And I felt like I was spying on, like, the universe. It was kind of nice. It was a nice feeling.
Interesting.
Because I knew we were going to be talking about the books, so, spies and all that shit. And I was like, I'm kind of spying on the world. Doing meditation is kind of just, like, watching what happens. There's all kinds of amazing stuff happening all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
One time in Colorado, I was meditating on this, like, foothill.
Mm-hmm.
For work, I took people to this meeting that was an hour and a half, but I didn't go in, and then I would go, like, up and look at the city and meditate and shit. But I was going for 30 minutes, and I was sitting so still and quiet that a deer walked, like, pretty much right up to me, and it stepped on a twig, which scared the shit out of me, and I looked up, and then the deer looked over at me and saw me and got scared, and then it ran away.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt like I had become invisible because of just melting into the vibes, you know?
I think that is a big part of, I mean, at least Buddhist meditation is you stop trying to be something separate from the naturally occurring world.
Mm-hmm.
Like the nature of reality. You stop pretending that we're somehow separate from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, becoming super still and paying attention to what's happening kind of gets you in that cool flow state. It also can give you really freaky, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of not very good for people with mental health problems.
Yeah, I remember I went to this meditation group and then told you afterward how angry I was.
Yeah.
Just, like, my boiling rage. Like,
yeah. It's not... Yeah. There's a time and a place. Let's see. The game is without beginning or end. Yes. Kelp Frond. And then Madness. What's up, Madness? I feel like it's been a minute. Also, Nan and Benjuka.
True. Both prominent in the, or prevalent in the chapter.
Mm-hmm. And then Salt says, but the one that gets captured screams... Sorry. The one that gets captured screams in sounds humans can't hear to let other skim spies know the secret is out.
Dope.
That's so disturbing.
Dog whistle ass
shit. That's freaky. Anyway. She's a 12 talent whore.
Yeah, how much is a talent? I don't know, that job might fall to me to ponder while polishing my orbs this week.
Yeah. Okay, anything else with the wing job? They talk about the mandate.
Yeah, I think it just, like, as far as the spy craft and discussion goes, they really are following up with the theme of that seeing Esmeralda as a weak person who is, like, good to get information out of. Mm-hmm. Like they said in a couple chapters before, where, like, weak people are the best sources, right. Something like that.
Yeah.
Because they can be controlled and manipulated.
Yeah.
And she obviously has issues with men and being, like, physically safe in the world, so having this, like, handsome, protective captain is going to be a good role to play.
Yeah, most definitely. One thing that happens is the Synthes hops onto the mahogany lip of the table. Hilarious.
Nice table.
Everything they do cracks me up. It's just a teeny tiny little bird.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
I know. I always picture the head being bigger for some reason, because our heads are bigger, but yeah, it says the head was the size of a human palm.
Yeah, it's a teeny tiny little fucking freaky ass
baby doll head. Yeah.
But light bleeds from his eyes, so I guess he's doing a little sorcery or something. And he says, how? And it says, how roared through what passed for Mangies?
Oh, yeah. I think the audiobook was saying
Mayangi's soul. He says, how? I hate this world. Show me, Mayangi. Show me your true face. And then his face unclenches. You know?
Yeah. And I wonder what's in there.
Just fucking wet, weird...
Meat flaps,
I guess.
This, I hate this world, brought up this quote I learned last night. We do, in all honesty, hate this world. And that's from Heaven's Gate, the suicide cult.
Oh, nice.
You know I love a good cult.
You love a cult.
Yeah. But yeah, they're not about it. Except for everything they do is like, their passions are, I mean, their motivations are all worldly passions, right?
Yeah. I don't know. You can hate the world and want to fuck it.
Yeah, fuck the world and fuck the world, I guess.
Yeah.
They're also just not in control over the world, being evil overlords, so...
Yeah.
Maybe he has dreams of a better world.
They do, man.
Now is the time of monsters, and the new world is struggling to be born.
Mm-hmm.
Out of head skulls.
Skull buggering.
Yeah.
Well, should we restart the chapter? Anything else?
Yeah. Well, just, I don't know. His fingers opened up, and he was like, oh, it's like Esmonet's legs.
Mm-hmm. Fucking freaky.
Yeah. I liked the last sentence. I don't know exactly what it is, but what it means, but so many, such glory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's looking for glory in some form.
Yeah. We got a little bit of chat going on. Jeff says, I want to start practicing Janan. Hermbro says, me too. Just put myself on the lowest rung, though. Lol. And he says, alright guys, wish I could stay the night to watch. I got one question for both of you, and I really don't want to get off topic, but I really need to know. Can you kickflip?
I can kickflip.
No. I can heel flip.
You're super close to kickflips.
I have like a extreme psychological block against doing kickflips. It's really hard.
Interesting. Dude, I don't have the clip right now because Sam has it, but I'll have to show it next week. Sam got a tail devil.
What's that?
It's like a little flint thing that you...
Yeah, mix sparks.
Yeah. I did a kickflip with the tail devil board last night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was also duct taping Roman candles to the bottom of his board.
Oh yeah, because it was fucking the 4th of July.
Yeah. We shot off
y'all are a couple patriots.
We had 3 fireworks.
Dope. That's cool.
Yeah. It was so fucking sweaty last night too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And night, Hermbros. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. It's good to talk to you. Yeah, it's good to know.
I've got a bad kickflip. One would say it was mob.
You got some stanky ass kickflips.
Thanks. I definitely kicked down instead of out. It's not a Reynolds. It's a Jim Greco.
Hell yeah.
Mob.
Yeah, I've thought about it would be fun to play like silent rough cuts in the background, just so people can have something to look at that's moving. But also I thought that might be distracting and also super not like on topic.
Yeah.
Jeff says DC smelled like gunpowder all night after the 4th. Yeah.
DCD's nuts.
True.
No, driving home last night too, it was foggy and fucking weird. I mean, it was like foggy and humid, but yeah, you could smell the air. Mm-hmm. And I went to this gas station to get a Gatorade, and this really drunk dude was trying to tell me stuff that didn't make any sense. I think he told me that he had a domestic violence charge, and I was just like, that's what's up.
Thanks for telling me that.
I just didn't know how to respond. I was like, cool, dude.
Cool. That's fucked up. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do in those moments.
I was thinking if we're going to show video next time, too, we can also show your fighting.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Do a little... have some clips going of fighting. I'm going to post the Discord link just in case people that aren't in it want to join it. Because I'm going to announce the stream and do announcements and shit on there. Let's see. Salt says, my power went out. Oh, but I'm sorry. My hour went out. Like Cynemus without a tongue. Hour. Is that a power? Using my battery backup to stay connected to the stream with my phone. Damn, hell yeah. Dedication. Loyal to the game.
If this
Sorry.
Yeah. If this is the fucking, what's it called? The mainframe just got hacked and the power grid is failing and this is the last moment before the apocalypse.
I gotta really keep an eye on Patricia.
Spend it with you. I think she's over there.
Well, during a global apocalypse,
right.
I have to make sure she doesn't try to kill herself.
Yeah.
That's a question we could ask chat. What would you do? Okay, here, should we get back on topic?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
Back to the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, you want to hit us with the opener?
Yeah. So, Echianus the First, 44 epistles. Reason, Agensis writes, is the capacity to overcome unprecedented obstacles in the gratification of desire. What distinguishes man from beasts is man's capacity to overcome infinite obstacles through reason. But Agensis has confused the accidental for the essential. Prior to the capacity to overcome infinite obstacles is the capacity to confront them. What defines man is not that he reasons, but that he prays. Agree?
Okay. But Agensis has confused the accidental for the essential. I don't really understand that part.
It's some PhD without dissertation ass philosophy.
Dude, one day Bakker's gonna come into the chat and be like, y'all some fuckboys for making fun of me for not having my PhD.
It took me 13 years to get my bachelor's degree, so I'm happy to be insulted by R. Scott Bakker.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
I was trying to read an essay that he wrote about the death of meaning yesterday, and I read about 4 pages before I gave up.
Yeah.
It was hard.
I bet.
And I did not understand it, so you could call that the death of meaning.
True.
Yeah.
Talk about... Okay, so with this, something that comes up is that I feel like... So it says man... Okay, what distinguishes man from beasts is man's capacity to overcome infinite obstacles through reason. What comes up for me is that our ability to overcome obstacles through reason is just a proliferation of how we are beasts in this world. Mm-hmm. I don't really think it necessarily separates us from beasts in any type of way, or the line that you would draw to separate is pretty arbitrary, and it would fall apart pretty easily. But then he says, like, he refutes it by saying Agensis is confused by taking the accidental for the essential, which I don't get that.
I think the accidental is that men are overcoming obstacles,
mm-hmm.
and the essential part actually is that they confront obstacles. So it's not that they are overcome, like, we are not separated from animals in that we overcome all these obstacles. It's that we try to overcome all these obstacles, or we, I guess, pray or hope that we can have the capacity to do that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if, like, we don't know if other animals have gods or whatever. Right. But, I don't know. I think, like, crows can solve problems and other weird, a lot of animals have intelligence, well, what we consider intelligence in scientific experiments, but yeah, I mean, I think that humans are, like, on the top as far as, I don't know, problem solving, to the point that we made subprime mortgages and global warming,
Yeah. Totally. Well, and okay, so Kelpron makes a really good point, and that's what I was going to say. Okay, so he says that quote is just the kind of stuff that some Christian apologists would say realistic. So I've been writing a little bit.
Nice.
And I was writing, I had the Bible open because I wanted to make some characters and make some of the story kind of, like, inspired by some of the, like, crazy shit that happens in the New Testament. And I was reading these footnotes in this, like, super dusty, gnarly King James version, like, literalist, like, the world is 2,000 years old, and it says that very distinctly, that man is separate from beast, kind of for that reason. And then it's like, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because man has the, like, God, the ability to pray makes them separate.
Yeah.
Damn. Man, unlike animals pray, we ask the void to give.
That's quotable, dude. That's some heavy shit.
Y'all want some other shit.
Yeah, we expect more out of the world than we have. Maybe. VeggieTales.
That's why we must watch VeggieTales.
Comma says Bakker allegedly always writes with a King James Version Bible.
That's funny.
Hand. Yeah, dude, I read that he has Blood Meridian and the Bible on his desk when he writes.
That's funny.
It's
totally
very sick.
Yeah, I wanted to like make some like Sodom and Gomorrah shit. I don't know. There's so much crazy stuff in the Bible. So yeah, it makes sense that he would do that.
Oh yeah, did I talk about? There's I listened to last podcast on the left about the Book of Revelation, and Jesus. There's a part where Jesus comes back and he has bloodstained robes and is spitting swords out of his mouth, and I was like, "Yo, first episode!"
Yeah, shout out to the first episode.
But wolves are way sicker to spit out than swords.
Yeah,
Jesus is a cuck.
Get some wolves.
No, I really appreciate you mentioning that and you mentioning that. The context of this quote is very important to frame it. The 44 epistles, I assume that's from the sagas or the Tusk.
Yeah.
Or the whatever the shit that Henry Sejanus wrote. The addendum to the Tusk.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's like a thing that happens in our world too, though, that we make justifications for God. Like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna sound too stoned to be able to explain this, but like, we like have to come up with justifications for ourselves, but then we say that like God gave us the right and power to do everything, but we're the ones that like are saying that God did that. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, so there's this old, I think he's German. No, maybe he's Russian. I don't fucking know. Ludwig von Feuerbach.
You should shave that.
Damn, man, you got a Fuhrer on your back. But he wrote this dope book called The Essence of Christianity, and he's an atheist. But he has this like very respectful perspective on refuting Christianity by basically saying that God is real because similarly to Beyond Redemption, if enough, like whenever you think something enough, it becomes real. And because it becomes real, its effect on you is in fact like God's effect on you. But whenever we start thinking that it's somehow separate from us, then we lose the connection between what we believe and what the God believes or whatever. So it's kind of like what we were talking about last time, where faith is kind of like alcohol. It like lowers inhibitions. So if we forget that the way we perceive God or prayer or whatever is a intrinsic part of ourselves, then we can like make atrocious, horrendous actions validated. I don't know.
I like that.
That's a tangent, but
no, totally.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I like that. That is pretty respectful compared to my strategy of just telling people that they're wrong.
Yeah. I mean, that works too.
I don't know. I'm probably too shy to actually do that. Non-confrontational to do that to a person in real life.
I mean, I think people should believe whatever they want. And then Jeff says, I grew up Baptist, so King James Version is the best. That's funny. I grew up Baptist too. King James all the way, baby.
What are they? KJV. That's our street gang in the game. What is it? White people love The Wire because it's so gritty.
They think it's gritty. Yeah. Damn, that shit is so gritty. I love that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The beginning of this. Proyas shows up. I mentioned Slowly Read before, but I wanted to say shout out to Slowly Read's kid, who I'm gonna call Mark Proyas Slowly Read the Second.
Nice.
Oh.
Is his first name Mark?
Slowly Read's first name is Mark. I don't know what his kid's name is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he named his child's one of his children's middle name is Proyas, which is like pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
We were campaigning to call your first child Protathis.
Yeah.
Probably in vain.
It's not happening.
But maybe like unofficially.
Yeah. I'll call him Protathus.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm about to have a kid soon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, fuck. Isn't it next month?
The end of next month.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, keep going.
He shows up and he's talking about he's the last of the great names to join the Holy War, but he was the first to kiss Maythenet's knee at Sumna. So, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of thinking in his head, trying to justify, like, where he is and his position and everything. Because he's a believer, but he's constantly, like, I don't know, it's acceptance or something. He just, like, needs to belong somehow or to be a part of. And he wants to be important, and he's got a bunch of other siblings that, you know, take the shine and the glory from him. So he's, like, trying to prove himself, but there's a lot more internal dialogue. But when he, like, shows up physically on the shore from the boat, they, like, get stuck in some tide pools or there's a bunch of waves and shit. And it kind of felt like an echo of, like, just everything that his story is, where it's like he tries so hard and, like, shit just, like, never quite works out.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah, he's consistently battling with, I don't know, doubt, I guess. Getting doubted.
Doubt is holy.
Doubt is holy.
I mean, not for the Enrithi, but philosophically for these books.
Yeah. Then what happens, dude?
Well, Kama
said
congrats to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, pretty soon I'll show y'all a baby on stream. I'll be like, this is my baby.
Third podcast host.
Yeah.
Jeff said Proyas has no siblings. His older brother died, right? Calmamunis. So I think maybe I'm thinking of who's the other dude? The Lion of Galioth. Saban. Saban these nuts. I think I'm thinking of him about having a bunch of siblings.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Calmamunis got yeeted, and he does not know that yet. Proyas does not know that yet in this chapter.
No, yeah, he it's very sad. Well, yeah, he's pretty bummed about it.
Kelpfron just went, what's it called? Linkin Park on us.
Yeah, dude. Tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it doesn't even matter.
He got so hard.
Got so
hard.
And
then it didn't matter.
Yeah, true. Oh, and Jeff says, I make all my characters' names in Crusader 2 Proyas. That's tight. I've never played that game. You want to hit ring thing?
Oh, yeah. He wanted to name his child's middle name the thing called Sarcellus, but the wife vetoed that.
So unreasonable.
Dude. Yeah.
So unreasonable.
Proyas is gambling everything. He's the heir to his nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he comes upon Conphus, who's wearing sandals, because it's the beach.
Yeah.
Conphus is, like, trying to... I don't know exactly what they're jostling for position over, other than just, like, courtly power.
Yeah.
But, because they're still trying to work out the whole indenture thing, but, yeah, Conphus, I think, is mentioning, like, you can get a bunch of, like, we'll cede you a bunch of land as long as it's under the Empire, and Proyas is like, it's in God's name, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a bit of tit for tat here.
Good tit for tat.
If you will.
Yeah, I will.
He talks to Zynemus first, right?
Yes, it's pretty brutal thing to say, but yeah, he sees Zynemus and he's like, I actually missed you. He's just being a little ass.
Yeah.
Well, and speaking of ass, he goes, where's that ass Calmamunis?
Yeah, I love it. Where's that ass Calmamunis?
What if he was actually asking about Calmamunis' ass?
Yeah, where's that piece of ass?
Give me that ass, Calmamunis. So that's, I don't know, dude, that's brutal, and it makes me think of, like, people I know that have died, or, like, things that said, like, weird things last time you saw a friend, or right before you broke up with somebody, just, like, some awkward shit right before.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, where's my motherfucking brother?
And then the dread in Zynemus' eyes could scarcely be concealed. It's really sad. Dead, my lord prince.
It's like, oh yeah, he dead.
Oh, and Proyas thinks to himself, please don't let it begin like this. And that phrase really holds true for the entire series. Or it's good foreshadowing for just everything that will happen to Proyas.
Not like this.
Not like this. It's happening.
Yeah.
But not as you would like it.
You know that blonde person in the Matrix that gets killed by the Cypher, the guy that betrayed?
She wears white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, not like this.
Oh yeah, she was a weird character.
I think she was supposed to be trans.
Oh, really?
They rolled it back. Yeah. I think she was named Switch and that she was going to be a man in the Matrix. But I don't know.
That's like how I play video games. I always make a girl character. Because I never have a chance to be a girl in this life. So anyway, I dig it.
But just the way that she says that, I always think that. Not like this.
Not like that.
Good.
Alright.
So, his brother's dead. Zynemus is telling Proyas about the Vulgar Holy War.
Yep.
And he's kind of like surprised Maithanet hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
The Holy Shria would have interceded before that, and he's thinking the Emperor provisioned Calmamunis without, his whole army. And I'm not exactly sure how Maithanet, how his strategy is working out right now, but he's very obviously absent. Says that he is mourning the dead and he has been silent or something. The Shria has fallen silent.
Right. He's off being a weeper.
Total.
But it must be part of his plan, right?
I think he knew that, for sure. I'm just,
Jeff says exactly. It's Maithanet sitting in the probability trance.
He's Maithaneting.
Yeah. The probability trance, man.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics.
What's that class that you and Sam had that was terrible?
Social statistics. Yeah.
You liked it, though.
I loved it. So cool.
It's ruining our friend Sam's life.
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude. Jeff is such a fucking solid fan. He's using voice to text. Probably at the grocery store, something. I don't know. You rule. Y'all rule.
Yeah. Lay it down.
Lay it down. Alright, then what?
I don't know. They're chitting and chatting. He's like, Zynemus tells Proyas that it was called the Vulgar Holy War.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
What?
It's like, because of the rabble. It gets all Sean Connery in the audiobook.
Yeah.
And then a shameful relief accompanied this explanation where I guess Proyas was okay with the caste shaming, being like, oh, it was just a bunch of piece of shit.
Yeah.
Not, I think, he said when it became evident that the dregs, old men, women, and even orphan children would answer the Shria's call to the Holy War, Proyas worried that the campaign would be more of a migration than an army, which I was wondering why he was worried about that. I felt like it might be because of he wouldn't have the same glory that he's hoping to get and recognition as being I don't know, a fucking general or whatever.
Yeah.
A war hero.
Yeah. And it would just be more mouths to feed. Yeah,
for sure. I did not feel like he cared about it from a strictly caring about others perspective.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a good point.
He's not as callous as the Ikuri family at all, but I don't, they're still beneath him.
Yeah. He's highly anxious.
Yeah.
He's a highly anxious person.
Uh-huh. That's a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Zynemus is kind of giving more context, the emperor publicly mourns, but privately insists that no war against the heathen, holy or otherwise, can succeed without the leadership of his nephew Comphis.
Mm-hmm. And he even says he tried to convince Calmamunus not to go, but he had neither the rank nor the wit to stay him.
And in the end, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Whenever it says the word Palatine, I think of Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars.
Totally.
But yeah, Proyas responds, "No man has wit enough to reason with a fool," which I felt like is a good life lesson I need to learn more.
Mm-hmm. True.
Because I argue with bigots in Instagram.
True.
Chats a lot.
Yeah.
I went to this protest on Friday because the government just made homelessness a felony in Tennessee. Great job. Sarcasm. But there's this dude yelling on Broadway at the march to pay our taxes. And I think I called him a motherfucker, but it was so loud that I couldn't hear myself. He definitely didn't hear me.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, well, when I read this, that made me think of last Friday. I was like, yeah, I could have saved a little bit of trepidation, maybe.
Yeah.
He also looked like a hockey player that I don't really like, or he's like a villain in the hockey world. So I kind of felt riled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I think that everyone was paying their taxes.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Jeff says he's at work cooking shitty food. Damn, that's what's up, dude. And he says it's a nod to the real world People's Crusade.
Cool, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Okay, and now Comphis is approaching. So Zynemus says Comphis himself, nodding across the beach, has come to woo you, my prince. And Comphis comes up, and Proyas neither bows nor takes his hand, which I think is kind of cool. And he just kind of straight up asks for Gotian, I think. Like, he doesn't want to talk to Comphis. Mm-hmm. And then Comphis says, the Grandmaster of the Shrial Knights awaits you on the escarpment. He does not like sand in his boots.
Yeah. And then I mentioned it, that Comphis goes, that's why I'm wearing sandals.
Yeah.
But I was like, is that actually...
I was wise enough to wear sandals.
I
was wise enough to wear sandals.
Is that just a zing? Like, is that just a good zing, or is there more meaning to that?
I just feel like it's... I don't know. It's being full of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to shit on sandals so much because I thought... I don't want to get caught in the apocalypse with open-toed shoes.
Yeah, that'd be fucked.
But I've been wearing they're Birkenstocks, but they're like foam for a while because I'm lazy now, and I feel like I've betrayed myself.
No, we betray ourselves along the way.
Every day we
betray ourselves a little bit more. Comphis kind of gives the spiel about the indenture and everything, and Comphis is kind of just not into it. They argue, and they don't really get anywhere, necessarily.
No, but Proyas does think he lost the convo.
Yeah, he does make a note of that.
Comphis is trying to appeal to reason with, what he considers reason with Proyas, which, is interesting as a very pious person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess reason is a matter of perspective, but, Comphis is in it for political aspirations, and Proyas, wants to, be solid in his position as the Marshal of Otrempus.
Yeah.
The Marshal of Otrempus.
The Marshal of Otrempus. It's a dope title.
Yeah.
It's like whenever you grind out really hard fucking PvP rank in WoW or something, you get a sick ass title. And then Zynemus tells him that a commune is here and drops a bomb on Proyas. Proyas is probably just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think he even called him a blasphemer earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Or did he call Zynemus a blasphemer?
I think he calls the commune a blasphemer.
Yeah, I think he quote-unquote hates a commune more than Zynemus.
I think he likes Zynemus.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I get.
Okay, for sure.
But I don't know if that's true.
I mean, he's willing to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. I guess I just wasn't sure because I don't know if Zynemus is a believer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's probably culturally into Enritheism, but kind of like people are Catholic or are Jewish, but he doesn't like kiss the toes of Masonet, obviously.
Right. No toe kissing here.
Ring thing. We're not feet people.
Yeah.
Or they're not feet people. Ring thing says, never argue with an idiot. No one else will be able to tell the difference. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I've also heard when you argue with idiots, both sides lose.
Yeah. I'm an idiot. Don't argue with
I'm
me.
a creep. I'm a weirdo.
All right. Now we're on to a commune. Do you have anything else about the Proyas situation?
He's real strict.
Proyas
With himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks there's a right way to run everything.
Yeah. And he's kind of always trying to justify his actions and figure out a way to like protect himself from looking like a fool.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a really gnarly internal life. Sounds unpleasant.
Him and Zarias, the Emperor, both have a weird the anxiety.
Yeah, super anxious. Yeah.
I mean, a commune is like, do you want to go onto a commune?
Yeah. He's hanging out, just kind of bopping around, just like getting drunk and wasted and feeling sad and.
Yeah, he set up his tent. Specifically, he placed a series of wards around his tent discreetly so as to not offend Enrithe's sensibilities, which I just thought was funny to picture him.
Yeah, just. The
quietest of abstractions.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, I don't know, did like the least amount of work possible for spycraft.
Yeah.
Like, he hired 3 children of a slave to tell him if anybody's coming or leaving the camp.
Yeah.
And then he goes and he smokes opium and hash oil or poppy oil and hash and is blasting different types of fucking liquor.
Yeah, dude, he's basically because he's just bored.
Yeah.
He's a turbo bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One passage I particularly liked was that he was trying to bug this dude that was like a contractor for the Scarlet Spires, I guess. Yeah. And because everybody hates wizards, when a commune persisted, the man had literally tried to stab him with a spoon, not out of any sense of loyalty to the Spires, but out of terror. Or maybe it's because he doesn't want the Spires to come after him, but the point of him getting attempted to be stabbed with a spoon was just what I thought was funny too.
Yeah.
Do you want to hit the chat?
Yeah, you hit the chat, dude.
Video Game Jeffy says, Proyas is how I imagine a preacher's son lives. I could see that. I mean, I've never met one. I don't think.
My dad's a preacher's son. Yeah.
Haven't met him.
Oh, shit.
I think he follows me on Instagram.
Probably.
Ringthane says, a commune is also a sorcerer and Zynemus isn't. Sorcery is bad in Proyas' eyes. Yeah. Right. Very true. So he's way more damned.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, and then Jeff also mentions some people call a commune beep.
A beep.
A mudblood, basically. He calls him a pick. The first slur of the book, and I was like, yeah, he calls him a racial slur. There are racial slurs, of course there are, but there are racial slurs in the world of Yarwa.
Yeah, that's funny. When I read that, I was like, shit, did we say a racial slur? I was like, fuck. And then now I understand. Yeah,
no, I mean, I don't think anybody is offended by that word.
By the sorcerer's version.
Dude, it sounds like if you called someone a pick, I feel like that sounds bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't really call people anything. I said, what's up,
Sir?
dude?
What's up?
I probably sound like such an idiot.
Yeah, I think that if I called someone a pick, they would be quicker to go to offense than confusion.
Yeah. They'd be like, what the fuck?
No, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Jeff says yes, it has the tone of offense.
Totally.
He didn't say yes, but I'm going to add that in there.
It
Because
is implied, maybe.
I said,
We're in charge.
I'm right and they're wrong. Yeah. Since the beginning of this.
Yeah. Okay, so Akamian is busying himself with matters concerning the Scarlet Spires. He, like you said, he placed a series of wards discreetly. So he's kind of doing a little intel, doing a little spy craft, but mostly he's just fucking around. He takes a heavy drink, unwatered wine. He starts smoking some opium, poppy oil, hash. Pretty chill, man. Sounds like a lot of fun.
He's like, so what, I'm drunk.
And then it's funny, he also reads, he like goes on, he starts reading.
He's a total nerd.
And it's funny, he says he started, as he had many times, the sagas, only to set them aside after a few long hours. I was just like, that's how I am with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah?
Just fucking, I'm just like, because he says, either their florid inaccuracies, well, that's not true about Tolkien, but made him furious to the point of huffing breath and shaking limbs, or their truths made him weep. I just like, what book is Bakker thinking of in his life when he wrote that, you know? Probably is inspired by some type of book that he can't finish. You know?
Yeah. Or, I don't know, I was thinking, if you had to pick between the Bible and Blood Meridian, which one is he thinking of right there?
Probably the Bible.
They're the same. No, I was thinking the Bible too, because it's floridly inaccurate.
True, yeah.
Again, Jeff said Arkansas hangs with the hoes, which was a autocorrect from Akamian, but I thought it was funny to mention.
Arkansas hangs.
Yeah, it says that Akamian, as he's bouncing around, he finds himself in the company of sex workers, and he leaves them empty of everything but seed. So he's giving him all his money and all his drugs, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's choosing not to quote unquote cheat on
oh, really?
Esmonette right now.
So that's what he's not. He leaves them
He's keeping his phallus ungreased.
ungreased.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because he saw Esmonette so recently.
No, he loves Esmonette.
Yeah. I mean, he has no problem hooking up with lots of other prostitutes
Along the way.
in the past, at least.
In the past, yeah.
Because I think she zinged him on that when he was like, you take custom. And he was like, well, you fuck whores from here to Golgotha.
Yeah.
Which is something we should say.
Yeah.
You suck dong from here to Golgotha. But yeah. Or maybe he didn't finish. Yeah, he could have done the old Mormon soaking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what Jeff said.
Yeah.
And, okay, yeah. He didn't finish. The soak. The soakeroni. He talks to Zynemus. He's asking if Proyas will see him.
Yeah.
And Zynemus says he's going to hang me as is. Right?
Yeah, Zynemus is like, no, he's not going to see you.
Yeah,
And
which is
then
a bummer.
Yeah, and Akamian's like, okay, but when's he going to see me? And he's like, no, he is not going to see you.
Yeah. It's a bummer. Yo,
Yeah.
Akka.
Yeah,
Not see
I think
you.
he says that earlier. He's like, my sons. He's sad about what has happened to both Inrao and Proyas, even though Proyas is like doing kind of well.
Objectively doing well for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all know that he's a fool.
Yeah, man. Well, Proyas?
I'm just calling him a fool for believing.
Yeah. He's an injured goose is what he is.
Yeah.
Yep, so he won't see him. And then, okay, so now Akamian is scampering around in Moma, right?
Yeah, he saw this dude following him.
He's hanging out with a sausage seller.
Yeah, dude. I highlighted that. Yeah, I was wondering, so is that subterfuge? Is he like is the skin spy who's following him.
Uh-huh.
Is he actually trying to get a good price on sausages?
Who, Akamian or the skin spy?
No, the skin spy.
Oh, totally, dude. I'm sure the skin spy is working that sausage cellar, trying to get the best deal he can.
He's not just picking a fight to pretend that he's like busy and not following him.
Yeah,
he's actually
out buying sausage.
He's gotta get a good price.
He's wearing his like, I don't know. Fuck, never mind.
I need to try to haggle. We should. Well, I've thought about this a lot. Haggling with people in our society. Prices.
I'm sorry.
No, hit it.
Skin spies aren't made of money.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
What could a
were you
sausage
saying?
cost?
Yeah.
No, just like fucking haggling with the cashier at Walmart.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
I think they would be over it.
You can ask people for free shit though, and they might give it to you.
It's true.
Like at Smoothie King or something. If you're like, "Can I just have this?" They'd probably be like, "Sure." It's offending. I feel like I want to just say thank you for all the people that are still here and are consistently here.
Oh yeah.
I'm so stoked on that. Like when people are in chat hanging out and talking, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, me too. I think it makes definitely inspires us to keep sorry, I'm having AA flashbacks, but to keep coming back, like motivated to do this every week, which I think is 11 weeks in a row.
That's a lot, dude. And we're some scrub ass people. Not
Yeah.
really, but
I am.
You know. It is like, yeah. I don't know. It's cool. It does. Having the participation, having people hang out, and also be passionate about it is very inspiring.
Yeah.
So thank you.
What is life but a thing to share passions with others?
Yeah.
Or something.
I smoked to that, dude.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here.
What's
Pass
up,
me
dude?
the joint.
Pass me the blizzy. The Dutchie on the left hand side.
Ooh yeah, great song.
Great song.
Stranger Things.
Okay, so yeah, I heard it before Stranger Things. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm that guy that's like, oh fucking, I knew that song before Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm that guy with Kate Bush. I made a meme that said, I listened to Kate Bush before you were gay.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was pretty good.
That is good.
But, I mean, she just got her first #1 song ever, which was written 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So, power to her, but yeah, I feel protective of some of those things that you liked before they were cool.
Yeah.
Even though that you can't say that.
Yeah. Definitely not. Well, it came up because Meg and I were hanging out in Discord, and I said pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side, and he's like a certified stoner.
Mm-hmm.
He had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, really?
I was like, what, dude?
How old is he?
He's older than me. Meg, how old are you? And Jeff says, I give out so much free food, and I always say it's not coming out of my pocket.
That's sick, dude.
Is it coming out of your pocket, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be a bummer.
But
free food is good.
Yeah, that's great. And generosity and
food
mutual aid
should be free, yeah, like you said.
Yeah, I'm not a Louis C.K. fan. Like, aside from the masturbating stuff, I just, like, never got into his comedy. But I know he has a bit that I did enjoy just, like, politically, where God is, like, asking us why we fucked everything up. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I put food on the ground for you. And again, we have, like, subprime mortgages and fucking... I don't even know what that means, but, you know.
Yeah, but it's fun. It makes you...
Yeah.
It makes you sound worldly.
Yeah. Supply chain issues.
Yeah. Oh, and Meg's 30. So, we went 30 years without...
30!
The Dallas scene is way less chill. He's a Dallas boy.
Oh, yeah?
The Dallas weed scene?
Oh.
I guess.
Is that what you're talking about?
The Kush Arena?
The game is... the game is, dangerous and...
It's, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm
There's
talking
birds.
about.
There's birds.
Jeff poses the question, is life either an arena or a brothel?
Is life either an arena or a brothel?
It's
brothel.
A sex...
It's easier to have sex than to fight somebody.
Sex competition.
Sexhibition. Yeah.
Sexhibitionism.
Sexhibitionism.
Yeah, well, the book says the emperor should not make his kingdom into a brothel.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're suggesting for power, you want to go with the arena. But yeah, I don't know. Probably brothel. We sell ourselves for our time and our money, or we don't sell ourselves. We sell ourselves in exchange for money.
Yeah, we do. Okay, let's get going.
Yeah.
So he sees the spy, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
And he's like, "Who are you?" He thinks to himself, "What's this?" The bronze peddler cried, blah, 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 blah. A commune says he's poxed. Everybody freaks out, but he's just doing a bit. And he thinks to himself, Oswald, the man belonged to the Scarlet Spires, which would be interested in him for obvious reasons.
They want the gnosis.
They want the gnosis, but, okay. Blah, 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 blah. He follows him? Does he follow him, or does he let him go? Or he doesn't let him go, but he gets away.
I think that he gets away, and then a commune sees him again later.
Yeah. And then yeah.
Yeah, commune, it says, the man was nowhere to be seen. I'm the fool. Was he even following me? So now he's, questioning himself because paranoid.
Yeah.
Which is like what I thought the cashier at the grocery store was doing.
Yeah, that's funny.
But we were just mad dogging each other. But then he gets a glimpse of him again while eating dinner, and he's an idiot where he drops his food on the ground.
Yep.
We only learn that after the fact, so it's tragic.
Yeah.
And then he insults the art of the culinary arts.
Yeah.
Right after he was saying it was an alchemical fucking achievement.
An extension of the sorceress abstractions.
I think he's just a poor loser. He's
a sore loser, 100%. Yeah. He's like, I didn't want to fucking cook anyway. It's for slaves and whores. Oh, man. At the bottom of 3-8... Sorry, were you going to say something?
I just was
dude.
Gonna try to get us back to the chase.
Okay, yeah. Chase us.
Yeah. Well, the food part is really funny, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sees him again and he's like, You!
And then he regrets it immediately.
Yeah. And we kind of hit this point, I think.
Yeah.
He has a couple moments in the chapter where he is kind of just like considering how overpowered he is compared to everybody.
Yeah.
Like he's bumps into the perfumed Ainonai man, which I think he's like, I think it's said a few times that he doesn't like the pompousness and the makeup and the Janan, but the guy threatens to knife him. And then,
fucking knife you.
Yeah.
What a crazy thing to say to somebody.
I know, after he got stabbed with a spoon, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he was attempted stabbing.
Yeah.
Attempted spooning. But yeah, the commune's just thinking about how he could torture him with the cancer compulsion. Yeah. And earlier, I think he was talking something about the same, where he was always faintly incredulous of his ability to work sorcery, more so when days would pass without uttering a significant cant, as in this case.
Right.
Because he's trying to keep it low-key and do his quiet abstractions.
Be respectful, yeah. I know, it's funny. He has some imposter syndrome.
Oh, it's like farting in church.
Yeah. Well, farting isn't like a blasphemy, though.
What if you ripped one during a sermon?
I don't know.
Or at least, I don't know. I feel like someone would get mad.
Probably. Your parents, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not very proper.
Yeah. But I guess it's not.
God made your body, but your body is shameful and full of sin. So.
My body is a cage.
That's right.
But it's also a fuck machine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So. That's pretty much it. Well, okay. I thought you were somebody else, blah, blah, blah. Had he seen the bruise of sorcery, he would have thought it a trick. Okay, but yeah, so he's like, I don't know how the fuck... This is definitely the guy, but it's not the guy. So, Skin Spy.
Yeah, I mean, I I think this will make sense. He'll think back after he, at the end of the book, learns that skin spies exist. He'll be like,
oh. I do like cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Salt pops off. He's got the heavy hitters. Every time Aka thinks about being more powerful, I think of Chris Farley's bus driver and Billy Madison. I'll turn this goddamn holy war around. I will unravel existence on you. Jeff says. It's hilarious. Some tasty
Jeff's
licks.
Mentioning somebody found the food. That's true.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. There are no mistakes in God's world.
Life is a mistake.
He says that, there's still barely any sorcery in the book.
Yeah, true.
And that on Jeff's first read, he thought sorcery was bullshit or cheap tricks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what the review, one of the more negative reviews on YouTube about this book she talks about this. She's like, what the fuck is up with the magic? It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Which, of course, having read it, I'm like, no, it's dope. It's, deep and shit. But reading this, it's like, well, how do you light that fire? Kamian just, lights his campfire every once in a while. And he didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like it how I would say it's more grounded, even though, sorcery may or may not exist in this real world.
I agree with you. I never thought for a minute when I was reading this that the sorcery was not cool.
It's not pulpy, though.
Mm-mm.
It's not Harry Potter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mundane.
Yeah, but that's interesting. I mean, like I've said before, I thought the gods weren't real.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot more. I guess when a commune starts teaching the Gnosis is when you start seeing more magic.
Yeah.
And definitely in the Aspect Emperor series where Kellis is fucking meta-gnostic all the time, and they're teleporting and stuff. But yeah, I think that one of the first magic pieces that caught my eye was the Waffy doll.
Mm-hmm. That part's weird.
Yeah.
So weird. I'm interested to reread that because I don't know what the fuck was going on.
He summons Chucky.
Yeah. Waffy doll.
Tiny little knife.
Cum knife? No. That's different.
Oh, dude, I watched this documentary series this weekend, though, that it's called The Devil You Know. It was about this dude named Pazuzu Algarad, who was basically...
Is he the most evil man in the world?
No, that's Aleister Crowley. But he liked Aleister Crowley. But he's...
Big fan.
Big fan. Huge. But basically this dude, Pazuzu, who named himself after the demon from The Exorcist.
Oh, sick.
He's basically in Relatus.
Oh.
He just had a party going. He wasn't alone, but he was agoraphobic, so he barely leave his house. Mm-hmm. And people would just shit on his floor, and dogs would eat it. And
Damn.
He didn't wash for over a year because he thought the filth gave him power. He's literally in Relatus, except for he got sent to jail for killing people and burying them in his backyard.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
And he was in North Carolina, not in Diamine Heights.
Locked up. Oh, that's funny.
The last bit is kind of just
summarizing.
I want to say maybe intellectual foreplay between the thing called Sarcellus and Esminette. She's struggling with her position as someone who's not what she used to be. She's on the road. She says, "Do I dream?" And she also thinks, "This is me. This is me as I truly am." Mm-hmm. Which I'm kind of not sure what she's wondering about, but I've never been in that position, of breaking out of maybe getting sober or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right. Well, it's kind of it's some foreshadowing for her future of adventure and power and prestige.
Yeah, she really goes for it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a light after a long darkness. And the thing called Sarcellus is sort of gassing her up in a way.
Oh yeah, he gasses her up big time. But then she always has to backtrack into shame. This happens to almost everyone whenever they have a positive reflection. She says, "Fickle whore, remember why you're here." So much self-hatred.
Yeah.
He definitely had the King James Version Bible out when he was writing this book.
Is like the New World Translation just for the weak and the
cowards, dude. Yeah, dude. The King James Version is the most like brutal, hard to read, women hating. Just anyway.
Would you say it's based?
It's very based.
And the New World Translation is cringe.
Very cringe. Yeah.
Let's see.
Pretty Woman the movie.
The magic. Oh, Pretty Woman. True.
I haven't seen Pretty Woman.
I haven't either, but I know how it goes.
You and Jeff
Big
have
mistake.
watched all the...
Huge. Didn't I say that earlier?
Yeah, you said that. Shit, man. Everything happens for a reason.
The magic... Jeff says that the magic is mundane even though it's not. That's a perfect way to say it. I agree, and it's kind of hard to explain further than that in my mind.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't... You could almost miss it. Like, a lot of the stuff is subtle. There's some... I mean, okay, it's not always subtle. But it's not crazy and grandiose and super all up in your face right at first.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Yeah. Or it's not easy mode. It's like, you don't just point your wand. You have to, like, do crazy mathematical equations in your mind and, like, reshape reality.
Yeah. In the approximation of ancient languages.
Yeah.
In human languages.
It's like a philosophical and analytical feat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. Oh, shit.
Even though I'm not really that into feet.
Yeah.
Oh!
Meg says KJV is based and red-pilled as fuck. That's awesome. Yeah. Very, very... I've never heard red-pilled.
Oh, really?
Would you take the red pill?
I
would kill myself.
I mean, if this world is the blue pill, then, like, I don't imagine the red pill being, like, that much different.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, there's also the quote-unquote black pill.
What's the black pill?
It's like...
cyanide?
No, that would be good, though. The black pill is what, like... It kind of got made up by, like... I believe incels and the manosphere, like men's rights activists. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where the black pill is to see how things actually are. Where it's like, I guess that's like more red than red, and it's kind of cynical too.
Yeah.
Being like, well, this is now I actually see the ways in which the world are fucked up.
Yeah.
Which is women are running everything.
Yeah.
Because they have vaginas.
Terrible. Speaking of
vaginas.
Feminism and sexism. One of the things Sarcellus says, he says, have you asked yourself why, Esme? If you owe me anything at all, you owe me this question. Men always be like, you owe me something.
Yeah, dude.
I just wrote men. It's like, make you feel bad, or make you feel like I don't feel like you owe me something, but you really do owe me something.
Yeah. Just
by virtue of I'm a man and you're a woman.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying that as, like, not like that I actually believe that, but, like, this is kind of an example.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go see the movie, man, by Alex Garland.
Yeah.
Jesse Buckley.
Alex Garland, if you're listening, you should do a show with us.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
It won't be a big mistake huge.
No, definitely not. We're going to put him on the map.
Dude, Alex Garland, you've never gotten so much love as you will get in this chat.
Yeah, big exposure. Jeff says, I would have been the sellout guy in the Matrix. Put me back in. I don't want to remember nothing.
Dude, I kind of feel that.
I don't blame you.
Eating a steak?
Eat the steak.
Not like this.
Not like that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not, like, I don't want to be the hero, and I don't want to be the victim.
Yeah.
I just want to vibe.
She smacked him playfully. Men are dogs. The only difference is they sniff asses with their eyes.
I was thinking...
Quit sniffing my ass with your eyes.
Dude, that's such a good way to put it, though.
It really is.
And I was thinking, again, it's not the hygienic world of today, but I wonder how she would think about everybody eating ass now in 2022.
Yeah.
You'd have to at least, might have to adjust that phrase.
Yeah. Probably. Do some adjustments. Take it to the chiropractor. Sorry. I'm getting silly.
No, you're good.
What else? What else? They talk, she feels bad, and then she feels safe, and then she's really not safe.
Yeah, the irony, what's it called? Dramatic irony? Where the reader knows something that the characters don't?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Just unwashed asses are mentioned a lot.
Dude, I've thought about that. So if you're washing your ass with your hand, and you have I guess a bowl of water next to your aPODcalypse bowl, to wash
your shit pail.
Your shit pail. But then your water would just be shitty hand water. Mm-hmm. And then do you have to have another one to wash your hands in? And then that one eventually will get shit
up. I don't know. That's why you just don't wash, like Enroladas.
Yeah.
You get powers.
I mean, also, hopefully their diets were good to the point, except for Akami, obviously.
Yeah.
Blasting ass all over the bowl, but diets wouldn't require a lot of wiping.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Jeff calling you out, dude.
You splash the ass, you savage. But does one's ass water splash back?
Does it splash? But does it splash back?
When you splash the ass splashes. When you look into the ass also looks into you.
Yeah.
And with that,
and then you clean it.
And with that, we're gone.
And with that, back to the studio. I think that's it.
That literally is it, though.
Yeah. Oh, this was a good one.
Sorcery is the only way to keep one's ass clean.
Yeah.
Except for Akami and just, I don't know.
He's
too hungover every day or something?
Too hungover. Too sad.
I was kind of let down that he stopped smoking the poppy oil rather than the hash. He said it was...
It's the stupor.
The stupor was blending the lines between his dreams and his reality.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, if you're gonna be doing drugs, probably best to steer clear of the opiates in the long run.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I just have a
it's
sweet
all about
spot.
that Kiri. Of course, dude. I wonder what drug Kiri compares to in this life. I feel like it's closest to like amphetamines or something. Meth.
Yeah.
Some like really good meth.
It made me think of heroin in a way too, just the comfort it says it brings. Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
amphetamines really do jack up your... I think that it works on your serotonin and your dopamine. Mm-hmm. And other drugs usually work on either one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, they always made me feel like Kiri, probably. I don't do drugs anymore, but I'm in recovery. I'm a junkie. Former junkie. Almost 10 years.
Nice.
What's up, dude?
Canv, too, or Chanv.
Yeah.
I learned that comes from... I don't remember the fucking name now, but it comes from, I think High Anon, east of High Anon.
East of High Anon. Let's zoom in, shall we?
But it comes from somewhere near the mountains.
Interesting, like Afghanistan or something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of poppy grows.
Right. Thanks, CIA.
Thanks, CIA.
Yeah, dude.
This stream is not sponsored by the CIA. It would never accept that.
Fortunately/unfortunately.
Jeff, poppy does make you sleepy, yeah. And then salt, sometimes doesn't say a lot, but when he does, it's funny. The bidet of heaven, he says. And then Kelp says vegan except for honeyed anuses. That's tight. All right.
You guys stay strong.
You guys stay strong. We're all strong. Mm-hmm. Like Esmonette.
Yeah.
We have inner strength, each and every one of us.
She needs to catch a break.
She does need to catch a break. Women need to catch a break. Yeah. We need to be the people that lead to the break. Or everyone does.
The stone that starts the avalanche?
Yeah.
The spark that spreads the flame?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. The cough that spreads the plague.
Should.
The spark that lights the inferno.
Damn. And on that terrible bombshell, Anything else?
Not for me.
Thank y'all. Hopefully you are able to get the Spotify. And if you know anyone that you think would want to be in the Discord, let me know, or just like send them this. I don't want to be annoying about it, but I also don't want to blow up Slowly Red server. When are we gonna get to be loved? Okay, here we go.
Survey.
Oh, yeah.
Next chapter, right? It goes. This is the end of a part.
Yeah, now we're on to part 3, the warrior. So it's about to pop off. Maybe I'll wear the chainmail coif.
Oh shit! Yeah, you should. I forgot that this book doesn't really have much battling.
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna get like 3 chapters in and we could get
put the armor on,
knighted out.
No. Yeah,
but we've got some rudiments and artifacts.
I'll save the footage of me fighting in armor for the fight scenes.
The Plains of Mengeta.
Yeah, the Plains of Mengeta. Me whooping on some people.
Dude, I want to make a paper mache head of you and shove it into a helmet and put it on the ground. And then you can see your own head.
Don't do it! Oh shit, oops. Okay, so yeah, tell your friends about the Discord if you think that they would want to be notified about streams and stuff. And we got the stuff on Spotify. That's it.
That's it. Thanks for your attention.
Yeah, thank you for everything.
And interest.
Y'all are awesome. Love you, each and every one of you. And we'll see you... oh shit! I'm going to be in Florida next week.
Oh no. Is it our first week off?
It might be our first week off, y'all.
Unless
there's a way to... I think it's going to be our first week off.
Okay. Sorry, we're going to miss next week.
Sorry. I'm glad I remembered that.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't tell you before this.
I guess we can... I don't know. I'll post on Reddit or something.
Okay.
But
then we'll just come back strong.
That's like just the only thing that I do.
To live for.
My life right now is letting dogs out to pee and then once a week...
do the podcast.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to fucking hitchhike to Florida and ruin your vacation.
I don't know. We can think about it, and we'll let you know if anything changes. But for now, I think it's going to be a week break.
Okay.
All right. I love y'all.
Peace.
Bye. Talk to you later.